Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today I'm going to go over some energy service companies. They're looking quite good. I can show you the ones that I like. I can tell you what I've done. And if you guys want to support the channel, you can donate to the channel. It's up to you if you want to or not. You can find some. I'll put a link. It's in my description there if you want to. So here we go. We'll jump in here. This is the Ack Oil Services Etf. This thing is coiling up the service companies lag, the exploration production companies a little bit. And this is ready to, I think, explode to the upside. I did put money in here. I put it in the beginning of January 3rd. Or yeah, the 3rd is where I did it. Yeah, right here. At the bottom here, yeah, this could bounce around a little bit to this. We could gyrate sideways a little bit before breaking this large pattern. It's a very large pattern. And remember, big patterns typically indicate big moves. And this is a big pattern that we'd be breaking. So hopefully we can break to the upside. The lowest risk spot to buy this is on a break of the upside, but I'm suspecting it's going to break to the upside just because oil's had a massive move to the upside. Tetra Technologies, again, we're in the pattern here, this big pattern. And usually, you break these patterns and they move. We're still in the pattern. It's taken some time. It's been grinding sideways. Transocean's looking good. Little update today. We've got a reverse inverted head and shoulders. This is going to resolve most likely to the upside in a very big way. It's one that I like. Seadrill, I don't know if Seadrill has gone through bankruptcy. Do not buy it before bankruptcy. Wait for bankruptcy. Buy it afterwards. And that's when you want to hold it. I have to see. If you guys know that Seadrill went through bankruptcy, please put it in the comments section. I have not looked at it yet, and I would be a buyer of it after it goes through bankruptcy. This is Pump Petra Holdings. This thing is breaking to the upside of its pattern here, and this one's looking quite compelling. It's a big pattern, and looks really good for a big move to the upside. So that's PUMP. Got to get your pump on. EXTN, this guy's really low down here. This might be one you want to look at as well. Exterion Corporation. Lots of, I think, good value down here. It looks like we're putting in like a double bottom. Hopefully this bottom holds. Looks like we get a little bit of selling pressure today. But the lowest risk time would be to buy this when it breaks to the upside. So I'm just watching this. It's really low. And the way that you make your money is if you sprinkle some in here, and that's where you get your large multiples when it goes back up. Valaris looking strong. It's been heading higher. It broke out of this resistance area here. So it's looking really good for a potential move higher. MRM, and I don't know how to buy this. This is MMA Offshore Limited. Looks really good for a long-term hold here. It's way down there, and I would be a buyer if you can get in it. It looks really good. If we can break here, it'd be a really good entry point. Tidewater, this guy is looking like a rocket ship. I put this in here. You can see this monster pattern broke to the downside. And then we have the 1 year, we're starting to come up in this pattern here and potentially break to the upside. And that's where things get really exciting for you. So I did buy some Tidewater. I think it looks really good. NEX Solution had a massive week last week. This might be one to look at if we get a return move. This is a bloody nose for sure on a weekly candlestick basis, but that's what it looks like. And you could see this come back down into a return move. Champion X Corporation, again, it's putting in these big patterns, shoulder, head, shoulder, and then you're going to see a big break eventually. It may take some time, patience. Cactus is another inverted head and shoulders. We're trying to break to the upside. We've got OII, Oceaneering International. Zooming in, big buying pressure, some smaller selling pressure. It looks like it's firming up in this shoulder, head, shoulder type pattern. Noble Energy is another one that I own. It's just chopping sideways. And then Helix Energy Solutions looks really good. We've broken the downtrend resistance line. And it's in a gigantic pattern. I'm going to do a fib retracement line here, guys. And I'm not a pro at this, but usually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the bottom of the last bull market. I'm going to go to the top of the last bull market. I'm going to say that it's a continuation of this entire market. And if you buy down here at 356 and you're patient, very patient, maybe till 2028 or something like that, the projected move of this at a 1.68 fractal is a $74 price target, which it would probably hit, and it could even hit up at 120. So when I'm looking at some of these patterns here, and they're big patterns like this, what I do and how I make my money is I get in at these low points. It's been nice to get in here. I add some in. I don't bet the house on it, guys, but I add in here. I cost average in some. Maybe I get 1,000 shares or something like that, and I just leave it. It depends what your portfolio looks like. If you have a larger portfolio, that's what I do. I put 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares, whatever it is. Let it sit. Let it move up. If it doesn't go anywhere, it's not a big deal. I don't have a ton of money in it. If it goes and you get a 100 bagger out of it, or a 50 bagger, or 20 bagger, or something large, it can add a little bit to the portfolio. And I put a bunch of these in the portfolio. I sprinkle them out. And I did that with a couple. I'm doing it with HLX. I have some shares in it. I'm doing it with TTI. I'm doing it with Atwater. I'm doing it with Rig in a couple of others. And I spread it out and I get it. And I know some people have some questions. How many stocks should a person hold? And I don't have a good answer for you. If you see a great opportunity and you can jump on it, 5, 6, 7% of your portfolio is probably what I would do. I wouldn't do too much. Now, if you've got 5% in a lot of these companies, so like let's, 5%, maybe 20 companies, you might get up a lot more if you're going with 1 or 2% positions, which I do. So I have a lot more companies than 20. You don't have to follow every single news feed with every single company. Some of these are just from a mathematical standpoint, and maybe I'm looking at it incorrectly from that viewpoint, but I kind of spread out in some of my high risk stuff and I speculate. Speculating is different than investing. These are more investing type moves in the energy service companies than I am with my speculative moves of like uranium trying to find something. So I put a little bit of money in a bunch and I kind of just let them ride. I don't follow all the news. I don't read everything all the time of all certain things. I kind of just pull up a chart, take a look at it and say, yeah, it looks good. It's still in an uptrend. I'm just going to hold on. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.